Good morning. Welcome back to Grow with the Flow of Life with me, Katie. It's Thursday. It's a rainy week. It's been a rainy week. It's a rainy day. And yeah, I just want to jump on and say hello. I hope you guys have been doing well. And I am currently having an easier morning with my plush robe. I'm having my coffee and a coffee cake muffin that I wanted to have. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of let you guys in on my week so far. I posted a meditation Monday, and it's been, like I said, a very rainy week, so I haven't been able to like really go out and do my morning walks and do my evening walks like I usually do. But Tuesday, I was wanting to do an intro video for William because it was actually not raining and we wanted to take a nice walk. And so we did, and we tried to create a video, but people kept walking by. It was weird lighting, and this channel is not about perfectionism and being glam and having in-your-face content all the time. It's simply about just the natural rhythm of life and just kind of showing you mine. And anyway, I had not meditated Tuesday yet. I usually do first thing in the morning, but I didn't because we had things to do. And that usually is not an excuse, but I don't know why Tuesday I didn't. I don't know. Whatever. But I was kind of off with my mindset that entire day. And I noticed whenever we were trying to make this cute video for everyone, and just kind of being open and authentic with you guys, even though I was talking about beautiful things for the channel, I kept noticing how, and it was aggravating me that I was being aggravating, but I kept noticing that I was just so stuck on like how I looked. And I was like, William, I can't have this video. And he was like, well, Katie, if you're gonna be this critical about how you look, you don't need a YouTube channel because you're going to be on it all the time. And that really hit home, and it was a very much needed some hard love reminder, because the whole reason why I finally cut my hair, the reason why I finally got on this thing without doing all this movie editing courses that I was going to do previously, just to be authentic and raw. And so after that, I kind of like ran to the gym to like run away from myself for a bit, being a little whimsical there. But when I was in the gym, it was my first time going to our new gym, so I was figuring out the new equipment, and I was doing some weights and just trying to, get my mind off of me and start doing something else and focusing on my breathing. Well, the gym had a ton of mirrors. And every single angle does not matter. Any angle, any position that I was in, I had to look at myself. And so I ended up running from myself to run into myself. And the whole negative thought cycle about how I looked and how I'm not happy with, like, how I don't have enough progress now and all of this stuff that is just negative. And when you beat yourself up, that drains your energy. And when you beat yourself up and you drain your energy, you have no energy to put forward the real work, to change, to alter, to just make better. And I don't know why. I really do think it's because I did not meditate that day, and I hadn't been eating properly. I've been kind of like forgetting to eat, just because I tend to do that whenever I'm just focused on stuff, which is not good, and I really need to start eating more snacks and healthy snacks. But anyway, I was just in a kind of like a hangry fog, basically, and I was very self-critical, and I had a really bad day. And to shake that up, I had to make it better. I kind of like got myself out of the rut, and I called out myself, and I held myself accountable and acknowledged that I was being a bully to myself, and I just said no, because that's what I talk about on this channel. Not to be a bully to yourself, how to grow with you, how to develop a growth mindset. And so I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, I love you. I love you. Thank you. We'll do better. And then I walk outside and it's pouring down rain again, and I thought I missed it, but I had to walk back in the rain. So I'm soaking wet by the time I get to my apartment. And instead of going inside and taking a hot shower and cooling off, I was like, one of the best ways to cleanse your aura, or your, if you don't believe in auras, it's fine, but one way to clear your mind and just to shake off is to do a rain bath. So, and I hate being cold and wet. Like, there's a reason why I don't go surfing in the winter. Even though I have a wetsuit, I hate being cold and wet. And that just really stemmed from me getting into a more comfortable position in my life where I felt like I didn't have to do things I didn't want to, which is where my lack of discipline really started coming through. Anyway, that's a different story. But I was soaking wet. William answered the door, and I was still ashamed when I saw him for me running away from him. And what else did I do? Of course, I just ended up walking away. And I walked out and just sat, I stood in the rain and just let it hit my face. And I was just breathing, and something inside of me really wanted me to like go on a walk and finally just, doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter if I'm barefoot at this point, like doesn't matter any of this stuff. And I didn't want to look crazy for walking around in the rain with no umbrella or anything. So that kind of stopped me. And I was like, oh, I don't want to be looked at, and oh, I don't want people to judge me. I just moved here. I don't want them to say, oh, we have a crazy lady who moved in next door. And I just started going back to this negative thought cycle of what I look like to other people. And I'm like, Katie, what are you doing? So I walk back. William's at the door still because he was actually meeting me. And I'm like, let's go for a walk. And he's like, in the rain? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And William, being the man that I love so much, and his core, he was like, okay, I get it. And he got it. And I'm like, I don't like being cold and wet. I need to do something I'm not comfortable with. But yeah, I take cold showers. I don't understand myself sometimes. Anyway, the complexity of nature. But he holds my hand and we go on this walk. And it was so beautiful, and we walked through the trees. We did some grounding. He was barefooted as well. And I was comfortable, and then it lightened really close by, and that freaked William out, and he wanted to get back to the house, which is understandable and smart and whatever, but I just had this deep sense of connection with nature at this moment, and I was like, I don't want to leave this. So I was apprehensive to running back, and William grabs my hand. He goes into his little protector mode, which is cute for men sometimes, and women, especially women with children. And anyway, we start running, and as soon as we start running, we both legs go flying. We are on our booties, and we are right in front of like all of these people on their front porch, of course. And they're like laughing with us because at first, like, William was laughing because he thought it was funny, but I'm not really getting up and I'm actually hurting. And these people see us, and they're like, are you okay? Do we need to call someone? Because I wasn't getting up. And I knew something was wrong. And this lady eventually from a different complex, well, not complex, like a different unit, she comes walking out with an umbrella and a towel, and her and William helped me up, and she says, hey, keep this. I was watching you guys. You looked really cute and looked like you guys were having fun, but I noticed you weren't getting up, so take my umbrella, take this towel, it's yours, and have a good evening. And this lady, before we could even like really gather what had just happened, she walked through the rain away. And I'm just like, this lady got wet. She gave up a towel that was actually really nice and thick, and she gave up a huge umbrella. And I'm like, that's so kind of her. And it was so funny because the day before I was like, I really want an umbrella. Like, we need a large umbrella. And then that lady handed us an umbrella, which is a really small thing, but I'm actually hurting at this point. And come to find out, we didn't go to the doctor or anything. We know anatomy enough, and we know our bodies, William and I, enough to kind of understand what's wrong. And due to my symptoms, I kind of put together that I have a grade 1 LCL sprain, and I think a couple of my ligaments in my left foot are sprained. But grade 1 means that there's no really swelling. It doesn't feel too unstable. No bruising, so it's not a significant tear or anything. So William actually bandaged me up today and yesterday, and so I've been wearing a boot. But anyway, me going to work yesterday with this boot and kind of navigating that was kind of the reason why I didn't want to get on. And also, I didn't know if I wanted to share the whole story with you guys. It's a lot of information, but I knew you guys are smart enough and would appreciate the beauty behind that story, between me running from myself into myself, and then me trying to come back home to myself and apologize to William and change my mindset, to change my day, and how we ended up going for a walk despite the rain and despite looking weird, and kind of proving to myself that I don't care what other people say, and I don't care if I look crazy, and being really proud of myself. And then in the midst of it, just falling and just failing in front of everyone. And as an entrepreneurial spirit, I need to get used to failure, and I need to be accepting and loving of failure, because I learned so much from it. And I failed that day by not putting my mind first, and to assuming that without my routine that my mind would be glorious and it would be fine. And I got comfortable with my mindset and how it's been so good lately. But I'm not an expert. I can only share my experiences, my tools that have helped me. But you need to put your mindset first, and you need to put yourself first every single day. Give yourself that time to prime and just learn from yourself. So I had a lot of a learning experience, and yeah, that was my Tuesday and my Wednesday, and this is my Thursday morning. I am about to get dressed, wash my face, and still do my upper body workouts. I'm still gonna do my shoulder stability exercises, and I want to work out my right leg. So I'm still gonna do my things that I can do and just appreciate my body for what it can do instead of focusing on what it looks like. That's the key. And it's kind of like a lesson to me. Like, I didn't appreciate my body, and the universe is making me appreciate what I have, because it's hurt. And you don't want to only appreciate your body after the fact when it's hurt. So appreciate your body. If you can do this, if you can walk without hurting yourself, if you can breathe and not hurt you, and it's easy, just appreciate it. And I posted a gratitude meditation, so go check that out. I'm gonna definitely be doing that soon. And I already did my meditation this morning, and I did 2 of them yesterday. I took a really nice hot bath with some Epsom salt for my aching leg, and I just did a healing hypnosis, actually. So you guys have a wonderful Thursday, Friday, and weekend. And you guys just be grateful, learn from your failure, and put your mindset first. Prime in the morning, meditate in the morning, give yourself some time so you won't be so reacting and doing things out of a state of hate for yourself instead of out of a state of love for yourself. Me working out on Tuesday was strictly out of me hating the way I looked and trying to do something about it dramatically, and then that mindset led me into this, and it's a whole lot. But work out because you love yourself and because you want to help heal yourself and make you healthy. Don't do it because you hate your thighs. Don't do it because you hate the way you look, or don't do it because you feel like you have to seem like you're not lazy. And just don't do that. Don't fall into the peer pressure of social media, especially Instagram. Do it because you love it. And if you want to go walk in the rain, go walk in the rain when it's not lightning, and don't run in the rain. But walk in the rain if you want to, and don't be held by limitations of your own negative mindset and of the limiting beliefs of others. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.